Hello everyone, I am Silent K, and today I will be presenting Besiege, aka Kerbal Space Program for Pyromaniacs. I don't usually cover single player games, but every once in a while there's one that comes along that I like to share. I will start off by saying that this is in early access, and normally I abhor early access games, but this game has a pretty solid foundation and is very fun to play. It's just one of those games that they're slowly adding content. So let's look at what the game currently has to offer. So far there's one set of levels, Epsilon, and there's a bunch of other islands here that are not available yet. And there is also a sandbox mode here, which stopped highlighting. There it is. So let's jump into the levels and show you how the building works. It's very intuitive. So you have a little starting square, and you can just plop stuff right onto it. Very easy. You can also press X to delete stuff. And the building is so intuitive, it just assumes you're going to be building facing the objective. So if you do something like plop on some wheels, you'll see these ones are preset to rotate clockwise. These ones are preset to rotate counterclockwise. So if you just set it to go, it's already driving. The same thing if you add steering parts, like the steering hinge. It's already preset to the left and right keys, so if you start, you get left, right, straight. This thing doesn't drive too well. I don't really like the steering hinges in this game for wheels. They're good for other things, but for steering I like to just use tank controls. And rebinding keys is as simple as going to the key mapper, clicking on something, and then you just hover and you can rebind the keys. So I like to do tank controls 7-4, 7-4, 8-5, 8-5, and now you've got a little tank control buggy. And for this mission we just have to destroy the cottage, so squish, done. Very, very simple. So I'm just going to show you some of the machines I built so far. This is just going to be like a basic intro, and then I'll probably make some more videos later if I make some interesting machines. Like so far I have a ballista, just a basic one. So for this one we have tank controls for the wheels. One and two to set the angle of firing, and I think it was L to fire. What, 3? 3 to fire. Boom. We have the Mega Ballista. This thing doesn't actually fit in the bounding box, so we can disable that. 6 ballistas rolled into one. The frame rate kind of chugs a little on this guy. But it does have the angle of fire. And then 1, 2, 3. That one didn't work so well. 1, 2. It's better to let it settle after each shot. And we got a dud. 4, 5, and now it just randomly exploded. Okay, so that one was an early invention. It doesn't work too well. This one I built for one of the levels. I can't remember which one, but it's got 2 sets of cannons and double catapults, tank controls, and then 1 set of cannons on one, one set of cannons on 2, and the catapults on 3. Whoop. Oops, I didn't risk that. Oh, because I turned the bounding box off. Extendo chopper. This was just another little machine I built for one of the levels. Just spins and has cannons. It doesn't work so great. These two I'll go over in a later video because those are kind of cool. This one's a super ballista. As you can see, this thing has a lot of elastics. It goes incredibly far. Oops, there we go. I'm gonna actually aim away from the windmill because this thing has a lot of distance. What is it? L? Can't remember what the fire button is. Hold on, let me see. Oh, 0. Fire! That is gone. What else? People catapult. I'll actually have to load up the sandbox to show you that one. The steamroller. I'll have to load up the sheep mission for that one. The tractor grabber. This one was just another one I made for a mission. You have to collect some big balls of ore. So it just goes around and grabs those. Triple catapult. This one has them set to 1, 2, and 3. Hut, hut, hut. Trojan sheep. This thing destroys the frame rate. It's nothing special, it just has a bomb inside. I'll load up a different map to show you that one. Go to level select. Frame rate shrugs. Wait till everyone gets close. Boom! Yeah, they don't like that too much. And of course it looks like a sheep, so hence Trojan sheep. Load up the sheep level to show you the steamroller. Which one was the sheep one? This one. This one's just a steamroller with tank controls. So the objective for this mission was just to squish a lot of sheep, so I squished the sheep. And I can actually climb these rocks, so it was very useful for this mission. Gonna lose to a tree. Easy. Alright, so I'll load up the sandbox to show you the people catapult. It doesn't work as well as I had hoped. I was hoping to make a catapult that could pick up the the soldiers and fling them, but it doesn't work so well. So this is a sandbox, just has a bunch of little like things to play with, test machines on. Okay, so that's on L. And the people get squished a little too easily, so it doesn't work very well, but you can just barely fling them. Oops, I broke it. Usually end up flinging a corpse though, so. Squish. Oh, squished him. So yeah, it didn't work out as well as I'd hoped, but worked somewhat. And I think that's pretty much it for the basic ones. Like I said, I'll make a video on these ones later. These ones actually work pretty cool. This one I found online, I didn't actually design it, but this one I designed. And I'll get to those later. That should be it for the basic introduction. If you're not into picking this game up on early access, then definitely keep an eye on it for when it gets a full release. It's getting updated regularly. I think the next version is 0.1, which they said was going to be out in a couple weeks with a bunch of extra content. So check it out. Tune in next time. See you later.